I think the squeeze for people who know how to code, the squeeze for understanding what some of these issues actually mean, and new things you're trying to do are all competing pressures. I think from our perspective, one of the things that's really challenging is, well, where do you draw the line? What's the difference between what we offer in the cloud and how that works and what a client should do? And the interesting thing is that line, I think, is shifting because people are getting more comfortable. So for instance, today, people don't really spend a whole lot of time thinking about where their email server should be. Oh, no, stick that in the cloud, that's good, great. Well, where should their payments infrastructure be? At the first blush, oh yes, in the cloud, that's awesome, great. So you want to provide connectivity with all the ledgers that are relevant inside your business. That includes all of your critical systems, that includes your accounting, that includes your bank. We all good? Now all of a sudden everybody slows down. And so the notion of, yes, okay, maybe it's strategic. Yes, maybe I'm wanting to move up the hierarchy, right? Want to impress Renee with how we're going about this. This is awesome. But now, well, how much of this do I really need to do myself? How much of this really can be generalized? Where does advantage live? Which billing models and payments models are critical for me to have and make sure nobody else does? Or should I have a special flavor of? That's, I think, a product function. So for us, generally, when we get called, it's, oh, this is complicated. We just need somebody to fix it, right? A little bit like plumbers. We manage our payment levels very carefully when we do that. But I think there's a broader question here that's part of this discussion that says, well, it's really not obvious where services that are provided generally in the marketplace, whether it's from us or others, and where a corporation's sort of strategic boundary really ought to lie. And I think that may be much broader than just payments, but I know in payments it just comes up every single time.
May I ask a question? Do you think that is due to the fact that there is a lack of what I call architectural perspectives? That even in today's environment, in everything is looked in a silo manner without really thinking more on a horizontal layering kind of approach to be able to divide those functions. So that's where all of those functions should live can become a bit challenging for someone who hasn't really thought about what is my business architecture.
Sure.
And within my business architecture, how is the technology supporting each one of those components?
Renee and I know each other pretty well. He's daring me to be geeky, so I'm going to rise up. So I think my answer to that is, and you use the word architecture, which is the key word, microservices and that notion of architecture where things get really small is the best thing that's ever happened to us. It's also the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Long live microservices. So I think this notion that, well, we just have a bunch of things that are on a network, we just talk to them, it's all good, presupposes that somebody understands what the big picture is. Sometimes we call it orchestration. I know you like that word, I like that word. But this notion of, okay, you're trying to make like all the trains run on time, signaling and switching between all of these different smaller elements, which are smart, and some of them should live outside your organization, some in. That's the key function. That's the key problem. And it goes back to the same question. But I think our technology patterns, which are helpful and good, and we should be paying attention to them, sometimes get sort of overdone and spill into a business conversation where really we should kind of leave them at the door and think broader thoughts, perhaps.